Hi, how you doing? A lot of people come at me and they'll say to me that I come at YouTube sometimes in a weird way or in a negative way. And they'll say, Steven, you have a lot of potential to do really, really good on YouTube. Why aren't you doing content that draws in a lot of people? Why don't you do that? Well, first I would say I'm a very confident person. I don't need things that other people need to get by. Some people on here, they need numbers. And if they don't get them, they can look down at themselves like, oh, this many people they're not reacting to me, so I guess I must suck. I'm not getting where I want. I'm not getting the reaction I want. That's what's telling me I'm not getting where I want, because if people don't think highly of me, I guess I'm no good. I've never needed that in life. I've never needed other people to tell me that I have value. So I don't come here worried about doing something that might not be up my alley. I'm not worried about doing content to appease people. Do I want to do good on YouTube? Yeah, I do. But it's like I want to do it my own way. But I've had to adjust over the years to that. It doesn't mean that I don't consider the audience, but now I consider the audience unlike before, but I consider what audience do I really want. And I don't want a cheap or shallow audience. And to get a more honest audience could take a long time to grind up, like work really hard at doing that. And there's still a part of me that wants to do things my own way. People will say I get in my own way sometimes, and I'm like, well, that might be true years ago. But now it's not so much, because they perceive me not getting a certain reaction as that's an issue. And I'm like, no, I'm actually happy to not get a certain reaction, because I don't want shallow people wanting to follow my content. I want people with passion, especially about games, tabletop role-playing games. I want honest, passionate people. And I do believe at the end of the day, they are the majority of people in the hobby. It just takes a long time to sway people, right? And there are some areas in gaming that are more popular than others. So when people are honest like me, if they go after a certain game, if they play a certain game, when they talk about it in a certain way, it can be way more appealing. But when you're like me and you haven't done the 5e thing, and you haven't done what you would call, popular currently, I'm doing it my way, but I'm doing it with a game that, might not be as popular as some, right? So the grind can feel like it takes a bit of time, but I don't mind putting the work in. But I don't need certain things. Like I go on streams, and people say like, you only have a few people talking to you. Like, man, that's all that pays attention to you. Maybe. And I'm happy because each person I draw, even if it's only a few people, are very intelligent, thoughtful people. Right? So it's quality over quantity matters to me. And again, I got to explain to you, I don't need people en masse in any way to blow smoke up my ass. I think very highly of myself. I'm very confident in who I am. And I was this way before I ever got here. I don't care if one person follows me or 1,000. It doesn't matter. I am worthwhile. I have something to offer. It just does. Numbers don't matter to me. I appreciate support. It's not like I undervalue support people give me. But I don't think, I don't got this many people following me, so I must suck. There must be something wrong with me. There must be something wrong with my ideas. I'm one of these people out here that think I don't need 1 million people to like my ideas. I only need a few. Now, look, I'm also okay with failing on YouTube. That's to be honest with you. But I want to fail doing it my way. Though, like I said, I have adjusted a bit, knowing at one point I used to just do it my own way, regardless of considering an audience or what audience I was after. Really thoughtless on that end, very selfish on my part. But now I at least consider the audience, and I have calmed down, and I've adjusted myself over time. And yeah, it adjusts, I adjust in life, but my personality does adjust a bit on here, or what I present to you. So, I have adjusted to appease an audience, but I go after a very honest, passionate, reasonable audience. And I gotta say, when it comes to those people, it can take a long time to earn their trust. And that's fine. So I don't mind the grind to get them here. But I really do enjoy the dialogue. Like, I go on a stream and you might not see there's not 50 people watching you, or there's not 10 people in your chat. And I'm like, if I have one person that talks to me, I value it and appreciate it. Because again, I don't need that to blow smoke up my ass. I already think very highly of myself. Right? Now, you might ask, you might be judging me. I can't control that. You might think I'm talking nonsense. I might just suck because I don't got 20 people talking to me in chat during a stream. Okay, I can't control that, right? But I admit, I'm just purposely not doing content to get certain people here. I don't need shallow, thoughtless people in chat en masse, blowing smoke up my ass, and certain kinds of people I don't feed. So, I'm very picky about who I have around me, and that includes as a YouTuber. So I'm very picky about the audience right now. And when certain kinds of people come around, I'll cut them off. Yeah, because I think they bring nothing good to the conversation. People that are deceitful or name-calling. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm here to have a serious discussion, and I want people of good faith to have that with me. I can be a little rough, and I don't mind people being a little rough back. That's not my issue, but it's like a good faith conversation or debate. I like that. I enjoy it. I really do. So, if you are on the outside looking in and you think, well, this guy's no good, I would only argue with you that maybe you're missing something. Maybe you don't realize that what you see isn't failure or a lack of I have something. It's just what you're seeing is somebody who's taking a very unique path. And I would argue to you that what you're seeing is something I'm doing on purpose. And it's not sabotage. Because understand, I'm not looking to grow rapidly with a very shallow audience. I'm actually happy. I think what I'm doing is right. And I'm actually happy with the outcome. And I feel like I grow bit by bit. Right? But I see that as growth and positivity. There are some people, though, that will pass me by and then later come back and go, well, you know what? Now that I've come back to you, I do see a lot of value in what you're doing. And then when I talk to them, more personal, when I get a chance to interact with somebody on Discord or something in a good way, that's good. But and it doesn't matter where I'm at. Discord here, I don't like bad faith actors, so I do cut them off no matter where I encounter them. Right? And there's a lot of people in the tabletop role-playing game hobby, especially in the old school, that are very bad faith in their arguments and the deceitful ways they push agendas and everything else. And here's what I'm cursed with. I'm cursed with seeing it for what it is. It's a curse. And when you see it for what it is, I cut it off because there's so much support already for nonsense that I'm like, hey, I'm not going to open that door for you. You're not going to use me or what I do for that gimmick, right? No way. No way, right? I can have a passionate debate with you in good faith, but if you come at me with deceit or name calling or something, I'll cut that off right away. I don't, part of me doesn't care. I'll be honest with you, because I'm so numb to it. I've been around the nonsense for so many years, and I used to be very open. I go back 15 years ago, and I would sit there and try to debate somebody who's dishonest, only to realize they're not even debating. They're dismissing. They're being very deceitful. They're name calling. It's just the way they come at it was just always bad. Always a very rotten approach. So those people go away. And when I find the individual who's classy, reasonable, decent, it's like I swear I collect them like a a Pokemon master collects good Pokemon. It's like, I don't go get the 1,000, man. I want to find the really valuable ones. Like, that guy's really good. And I think I'm so good at sort of picking out audience members that people that come to my audience can become very popular when they go elsewhere. Because I always draw quality people. I'm very happy about that. A lot of quality people end up in my chat. Very high quality people, right? Other YouTubers, very intelligent people, intelligent and thoughtful. And they see what is actually here, right? And they like someone who's real and genuine and passionate and caring, right? Look, I can love you, I can go to war with you, I can do all that, but it's real, and I present myself in a very real way. But hey, there's also a lot of people out there that are hungry to misunderstand what they're seeing, what they're hearing. How many times as a YouTuber, I remember I used to have a playlist for 2nd edition. I still have a lot of 2E videos on my channel. But this is how selective people can be about the content they're checking out. They would come check out a video where I might say something negative that they don't like. And they'd only be very selective in what they're doing. And then they would, at one point I hear them saying, why doesn't he just do some 2E videos? He does no 2E videos. Yet at the time they're saying it, this just proves to you how selective people can be. I had a playlist of over 70 2E 2nd edition AD&D videos for Dungeons and Dragons, right? And so it's like, there's a playlist, there's over 70 videos in the playlist, there's over 70 videos in the channel if you bother to go through. But people are going to see and hear what they want to. You can't control how people perceive things. You can reason with them, which is what I sort of have been doing in this video. Reasoning with you. But look, going forward, I still will not do... I won't do bullshit content to draw a shallow group of people. I won't attack people. I won't do none of that. And I'm very happy with where I'm at on YouTube. And if you want to see it in a different way, fair enough. I think you lose out on something of quality here. And I like to think that that's what I'm aiming for. Not quantity, quality. Quality. A lot of quality. So if you pay attention, you'll get a lot of quality here. Alright. There, so now you know. Now you know why I'm not sitting here trying to draw in 50 people in some cheap way. I love my streams. I love the few people that take out the time to chat to me. I love entertaining people. A lot of people that are, watch my streams, paint minis, miniatures, and do other things while they're listening. Maybe have a family with kids, and I entertain people. So that's part of what I do. That's why some people might only comment once or twice during a stream because they're so busy, but they're listening. And I use my streams to entertain. When I say confident, I mean in every possible way. Meaning, during a stream, I don't need a bunch of people chatting to me. And also, I don't need other people on the stream with me. Though I appreciate it, and I do enjoy it, but I don't need other people on the stream with me to be confident, talk to people, and do my thing. Though, if you choose not to like me, if you choose to you're hungry to misunderstand because you have a bias against me, it's really easy to see everything with me and paint a very rotten picture, but all you're doing is lying to yourself. And in the long run, the more you have a bias against me, the more you don't like me, the more you just see something for what it's not. And you miss out on a lot of quality. And not totally, because there's a lot of people out there that listen to the wise things I say about gaming and then pretty much repeat it in their own content. You're welcome. Right? Glad you enjoyed. I know this very well, right? So it is a shame. Or everyone's always trying to and the old school, I'm an old school guy in the hobby. There's so many people always trying to imply that they're better. And this is the curse of knowledge in that, right? Curse of knowing. Like, I do not like despicable people. I don't like two-faced, shallow, bullshit fucking people. I really don't. I really do not like them at all. And so, I find myself rejecting them in every way. Even if they're YouTubers, I reject them. I reject certain people. I'm looking for quality, not quantity, right? But I do think in the long run that if I keep grinding, keep working hard over a long period of time, I will at one point get somewhere with the content, get somewhere positive. But I'm happy. I'm happy with the way things are, right? I work very hard in life. I'm happy with how things are going. And if it never gets anywhere, just to let you know, I'm completely fine. But I do think if you look at what I'm doing and think, oh, I would tell you that I could succeed in a minimal way, but very rapidly and good if I choose to do other things. But I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing to show quality, and a lot of people demand the type of effort I'm making.